Chill Football Podcast. I'm your host, Fredo. I got my other co-hosts today in the building, that boy Jerron and that boy DC. What up, guys?
What's going on, Fredo?
Not much, man. Not much, my boy. How about you, Jay?
Oh, it's a great morning. Great morning after that performance last night. I can't complain at all.
Yeah, man. And also, man, we got our boys in the back right there. We got Josh and Steven in the back doing their thing back there. But yeah, man, week 1, gentlemen, under the books, man. Football's finally here.
Almost. We got one more.
We got one more,
One
yeah.
more tonight. But pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, man. So yeah, gentlemen, I'm excited, man. What a week, huh? Some unexpected wins.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure y'all boys are shocked as I am. Was a couple teams that didn't perform, and some teams that we weren't expecting to win some games, man. But yeah, man. But saying all that, man, y'all boys ready to jump on this, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. We had the Lions from Detroit going to the Kansas City Chiefs to play Thursday Night Football, the home opener right here for the NFL. Man, let me give you some game leaders real quick. I'm gonna give y'all the passing. We had top performers passing was Jared Goff. He threw 35, completed 22, 253 yards, 1 touchdown. Let's go to the Chiefs. Mahomes. He threw for 39, completed 21 for 226 yards with 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Now let's go to the top rushers from the Lions. We had David Montgomery. He carried the ball 21 times for 74 yards, 1 touchdown. And top rusher from the Chiefs, we had Mahomes, 6 carries for 45 yards. Top receiver, we had Amon St. Brown for 6 catches for 71 yards and 1 touchdown. And then your top receiver from the Chiefs, it was Marcus Valdez.
Yeah.
For 2 catches, 48 yards, man. And unfortunately, that's the stats right there for the Chiefs, man, for the receivers. But other than that, gentlemen, that's it right there, man. DC, what are your thoughts in the game, man?
Ooh, you can tell they missed Kelsey, and it showed.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney out there look like he point shaving, man.
Yeah.
I mean, ball hitting him right in his hand,
Yeah.
and he's just dropping it, man. I can't believe Mahomes kept going back to it.
Yeah.
I'm expecting something to change. They got to find them a new receiver
Yeah.
outside of Kelsey. Somebody else is going to have to step up.
Yeah.
If not, they're going to be in trouble. But we don't know how long Kelsey's going to be out. If he's not ready, and I'm the Chiefs, you let him sit out at least one more week just to make sure when the time comes, he's going to be in there.
Yeah.
And also, they got to fix their running game. My God, they got to find somebody to be able to hand the ball off to in games like that, take the pressure off Mahomes.
Yeah.
There's a couple of free agent running backs out there. They might want to give them a call and see what's going on. If Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire ain't working, they might want to give them a call because they desperately need some running game.
Yeah. Yeah, man, they do. I know Kareem Hunt's out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they take him back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Oh, and real quick, gentlemen, like I forgot to give you the stats. Man, time of possession, man. The Lions had 32 minutes and the Chiefs had 27, man. So yeah, so time of possession also counts right there. Hey, Jerron, so what are your thoughts on this game right here, bro?
First thing, that's the way the Lions are going to win is the time of possession. If they win the time of possession, most likely they're going to win the game. But I don't know how you can analyze the game without talking about Kadarius Toney, man. It's like you said, it seemed like he was poise shaving.
Mm-hmm.
Either that, he's got to go get a CDL next. It's that was tough. 5 targets, 1 catch, 1 yard. And these were bad drops.
Yes.
Like these were all game changing drops.
Yeah.
The first one went for hit him in the hands.
Yeah.
Perfect throw. Went for a pick 6. The last drop, which would have been field goal range. So he literally changed the outcome of the game himself.
Yes. Yep.
But like you said, I don't know why they kept going back to him.
Yeah.
People were trying to shoot him bail, talking about he was injured. His hands were fine.
Yeah.
He got open. So I don't know. It's just I don't know how you can't downgrade Mahomes. He played well enough. Missing Kelsey hurts, but when you your go-to guy is just putting the ball in the ground and giving it to the other team like that, there's nothing you can do. I don't take anything from KC. I still think they're a good team.
Yeah.
It's just they should have won this game. For anybody who watched it,
Yeah,
you can make the argument that if he'd caught just one of those balls
right
before he dropped, changes the whole game.
Yeah.
Anyone just pick one of those before he dropped, could have changed the whole outcome of that game. Like you say, one of them was field goal range, the other one with the pick six. When the guy,
yeah.
One of those would have changed the whole game, man.
I don't know if I've seen a worse game
Yeah.
for a receiver in a while.
Yeah.
I think PFF they said that was like the second lowest graded wide receiver game. It's just he worked against them, and maybe that's on the Chiefs for trusting them that much. But if you get past that, Scott Moore didn't do much for him. Rashee Rice got a touchdown, but other than that, he had a couple drops. Like outside of Kelsey. So all right. So the question is, what do they do?
Yeah.
I'm asking both of y'all, Fredo. What do the Chiefs do to fix the receiver issue? Do they get somebody, or do they?
To me, all right, I feel like that whole offense, really, the best wide receiver, the receiver to go to is Kelsey. And I think they didn't figure out how to game plan when Kelsey's not in there. Give Mahomes a better relationship with the other receivers, draw a better scheme, because, man, like, really, I feel like that offense wasn't nothing if Kelsey wasn't there, man. And it really showed, I feel like he was out of tone with the other receivers, because I feel like that receiving group goes along when Kelsey's there. From this is my set of eyes, man, but I feel like Mahomes needs to get in tune with his other receivers besides Kelsey, man. The same relationship you have with Kelsey, you got to have with your other receivers, man.
Yes, he's definitely got to find another receiver, because all the teams see, hey, without Kelsey, these guys are in trouble. So from here on out, they're going to start scheming defensively. If we can get Kelsey out of the game some kind of way, we got a real good shot at the Chiefs. So like you said, he's got to, I don't know if it's going to be Rice or whoever. Somebody else is going to definitely have to step up.
Yeah.
And my thing with Kelsey, if you look in the future, Kelsey's old.
Yes.
Kelsey, he eventually is going to get hurt again, or he's going to slow down. And this might be the year that both of those things start happening. So what do they do now? Are they just in trouble? Like, I think they're gonna have to make a trade for somebody.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not too worried, because they still should have won that game if Kadarius Toney made one play, like you said.
One catch.
But so on the Detroit side, how you feel about that? How they perform going forward?
Well, to me, man, Goff, he showed very potential, very poised in the pocket. I liked it a lot, and the defense as well, man. Defense was giving Mahomes a lot of pressure, and that's why Mahomes had to go outside the pocket a lot and get them yards by rushing, man. That defense looks stacked. The offense looked like they're in tune. St. Brown, bro, amazing.
Yeah.
He showed out. He balled out that game, man. Yeah, man. To me, like we said 2 episodes ago, man, the Lions potentially might have the talent to win that division this year, man. So, yeah, be on the lookout for the Lions, man. DC?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
My God.
There you go.
Dude was unblockable.
Yeah.
They moved him in, they moved him out, no matter what. He got to the quarterback when he wanted to get to him. And then he would look like he's as advertised. He moved right along that line, so I'm expecting big things from him. And he's one of those guys, man. Yeah. When you got a dominant guy on the end like that, it helps out everybody behind you. Yeah, man. And I can see it coming.
It's crazy. He looked faster. He looked a little more athletic than he did last year. I guess one year in the NFL workout program would do that, but he looked explosive. He was relentless. Like that's what I took away from the game too. Is Aiden Hutchinson he's a monster. He's coming up.
All right, gentlemen, y'all boys got any more on the Chiefs and the Lions? No? All right, man, let's jump on to the next game right here, man. We have the Panthers at the Falcons. Final score 10-24. Falcons wins this game right here. Real quick, some stats let's go to some passing real quick from the Panthers. Bryce Young, he threw 38, completed 20, 146 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. From the Falcons, you had Ritter. He threw for 18, completed 15, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. The top rushers from the Panthers, it was Miles Sanders. He carried the ball 18 times, 72 yards. And top rusher from the Falcons was Tyler Algier. 15 carries, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Man, have a day, man. And then also receivers from the Panthers. Your top receiver was Hurts, Hayden Hurts, tight end. 5 catches, 41 yards, 1 touchdown. And then your top receiver from the Falcons also was Bijan Robinson, man. 6 catches for 27 yards and 1 touchdown. Man, have a day, man. So yeah, so that right there concludes that. Let me see. Let me go to some time possessions. Time possession, man. The Panthers were 34 minutes and the Falcons were 25. Ooh. All right, so that's the right there. That's the final score, 24-10. Falcons win this one. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Bijan looks good. He looks good. Pitts, only 2 catches. Drake London, no catches. At some point, this is going to catch up to you, Atlanta Falcons. You got away with it playing against Carolina this week, but at some point, it's going to catch up to you. And on Carolina's side, that offensive line is atrocious. They gonna get Bryce Young killed before this year's over with. They're gonna do something, get some kind of help over there.
Yeah,
because he was running for his life.
Yeah.
You know, every time he dropped back, somebody's in his face. But other than that, I expect the Carolina to lose, but I'm still a little frustrated with Atlanta as far as where they use these skill players.
Yep.
They definitely going to have to figure that out. So
yeah. Jay, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, same. These are 2 bottom tier teams. I expected Bryce to struggle. He's going to struggle throughout this year. The team isn't set up for a rookie to come in and dominate. He had 2 interceptions. He had 1 fumble, but it was recovered. He just needs more. He needs more weapons. It's going to take a couple years before you can see like how his talent shines. But on Atlanta, Kraft said it. The weapon. When do they get frustrated with the way Arthur Smith uses them? Kyle Pitts, 3 targets. 3 targets. With that talent. Drake London, 1 target. Bijan, 6 targets. So he knows how to use running backs, obviously. But do something with the talent you have on the outside. It's I don't know. They got to be frustrated with that, but they came away with the win, and I guess they just move on, see how they do in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go on the next game right here, gentlemen. Let's go to the Texans at the Ravens. Final score 9-25. Baltimore wins this one right here easily, man. But yeah, let me give you some stats real quick. So passing, let's start off with the Texans. Stroud, he threw for 44, only completed 28 for 242 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Now let's go to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. He threw 22, completed 17, 169 yards, no touchdowns, but 1 interception. Now let's go to your top rusher for the Texans. Damian Pierce, he carried the ball 11 times for 38 yards. And top rusher for the Ravens was Lamar Jackson for 6 carries, 38 yards. Top receivers from the Texans was Nico Collins with 6 catches for 80 yards. And your top receiver from the Ravens was Zay Flowers for 9 catches, 78 yards. And let's go to some time possessions real quick. The Texans were 29 minutes, and the Ravens were 30 minutes. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
I was looking at the 5 sacks. I don't know if that was because of pressure, and he's not still ain't accustomed to pressure. But
Are you talking about Stroud?
yeah, the 5 sacks. I figured he better at least throw the ball away or get away from that.
Yeah.
But I thought the Texans did okay.
Yeah.
They had them 7-6, and I guess it just started to unravel at that point. And the Ravens lucky they got the Texans week 1. Because somebody else they probably would have lost.
Yep.
Yeah, like I was telling you, the offense is still about to come together. I was worried about them at the beginning of the year, trying to put it all together as far as the Baltimore Ravens come. Looks like some of the same Ravens stuff they did last year. You see Lamar leading rusher. You know, he only threw for 169 yards. You know, well, if you tell me he threw for 169 yards or whatever, I would think they ran for 200. But they didn't even run for that much. So they still got a lot of work to do in Muckins' offense, man. With Zay Flowers, 10 targets, he shined.
Yeah, he did.
Which I expected him to do that. So they still got some work to do.
Yeah. Jerome?
I'll be honest. It was one of the more interesting games watching it. So from the Texans' perspective, defense looked good. Defense was flying around. They put a lot of pressure on Lamar that I don't think the Ravens offense was ready for. I didn't think they played well enough in the protection game against the Texans. The quick strikes weren't there, and I was kind of disappointed with the Ravens because of it was kind of vanilla. To me, it looked like they were running a preseason offense out there. One time in I think the fourth quarter they got booed because all they kept doing is running quick screens to Zay Flowers, is pop quick screen, and that was their offense. So that was kind of crazy. All right, from CJ, that pressure, man, he does not like that pressure. His eyes, his face changes whenever you see some pressure in his face. After the play, he kind of looks. He's got those rookie eyes, like, man, they're coming from everywhere. But when he started getting it going, he was in the intermediate game. He was surgical. He doesn't have that deep ball yet, and that may be the lack of wide receiver 1. But in the intermediate, he was attacking the middle of that field. So, but they need a number 1.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They really do. Nico is a good number 2, but too many times did I see Robert Woods with the ball in the ground. I don't know. It's yeah, they need more talent around him, but he looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then Odell looked done. Did you feel that way?
Yeah. So the Stingley was on him, man. Stingley was taking care of business against Odell. It just what gave him a lot was that Odell knows how to fool the rookies. You know, because if you think about it, man, like Stingley, this is his second year, and like he missed six games last year, so he still hasn't had a full season of football underneath his belt. And you got Odell, one of the veterans, one of most experienced. He could get away to some penalties,
Yeah.
So and that's how I felt. Odell was trying to abuse him because besides him trying to catch a ball, Stingley was keeping him busy back there, man.
Yeah.
DC, you said about the sacks. He got sacked 5 times.
Yeah.
I want to say that right there is mostly on him, just because he was holding on to the ball, and instead of trying to get rid of it, man, he just hold on to it and he took the sacks. Man. And also Lamar Jackson, he got sacked 4 times.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. They weren't ready for the pressure that the Texans were gonna.
And also, let me remind y'all, man, the Texans are starting 3 rookies in that offensive line. Your center, your guard, and also a tackle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and like you got everybody right there all banged up, and like Jerron said, the Texans need a number one, man. But yeah, the running game yesterday did not look solid as well neither, and that all goes back towards the offensive line, man.
Yeah.
But the defense, yeah, it looks very nice, man.
So as a fan, how do you feel going forward after watching the first real live action of your Texans offense? Like, how do you feel about the season?
Yeah.
Because running game struggled, like you said, 5 sacks, and then a lot of drop balls. How do you feel going forward?
So to me, it starts with the play calling, man. Like I feel like the offensive coordinator was trying to do a little bit too much. First, I feel like like I was yelling at the TV as like, you're not that guy. You're not Shanahan yet, man. Like, calm down. I feel like he was doing too much of play calling. I think he was trying to like do some more scheme stuff, and I feel like you still haven't got the basics down. I feel like once you get your basics down, you can do more of the scheme stuff, And so I think it's the offensive coordinator. I feel like D'Amico Ryan's, you got an rookie offensive coordinator, rookie head coach, and a rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the basics, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. Now going back to D'Amico, I feel like he was being too aggressive on fourth down.
There you go.
I love it.
Thank you.
Don't get me wrong. I love it.
Sit there.
I love that he was being too aggressive, but I feel like he didn't have the play calling behind it though. If you could get the right play call with the aggressiveness, you're gonna win like that.
Like, I don't know if they know their team yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I know preseason they're still trying to learn. Week 1 may be an extension of preseason, but the way they use, like, let's say a Noah Brown, or the way their fourth down calls just didn't make sense.
And like in the fourth down ones, the fourth down plays, I feel like they were more lost than the first or second, third.
Right.
It's like it didn't make no sense.
Right.
It was like for a second there, I want to say it was the first time. No, the second time was Stroud was holding on to the ball. And he was just he was like a chicken was headlights, and he just got sacked, man. He took that sack. It just, man, like that right there, man. Like I feel like they were unprepared for those type of situations, and like and that right there goes towards the coaching.
Yeah.
And I feel like the coaches need to do a better play calling, man. I love the aggressiveness, man. I love it. And hopefully he doesn't take his foot off that gas. But I want to see that, but with better execution, man.
The aggressiveness hurt the team, though.
It did.
That hurt the team.
But if the play would have worked out, don't you think that would have been smart? Because like
it was a bad time to do it.
I know.
Both times he went were bad times to go for it.
It was in a Ravens side of the field. I get it, man. And that right there, that was 2 touchdowns because of that.
But that's why I say you don't know. He didn't know his team. I mean, you're down 3 offensive linemen already, and
you don't have receiver. You don't have that one star receiver.
You don't have a start. Let's play,
and they're gonna stop the run because they know that's your go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was right, Fredo, with the play calling. Like we always say, OC, you need to adjust to the quarterback. Find out what he does best. Yeah. Put him in shotgun a little more so he can already see what's going on before the ball is snapped. When he gets under center, he has to back up and turn his back to the defense when he's backpedaling. And by the time he turns around, he don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah. If you just put him in a shotgun and let him work from there, just get used to at least to the game speed anyway.
Yeah. I agree with you. Y'all boys got any more on this, man?
Last thing.
What's up, man?
J.K. Dobbins, man.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's all we got to say. Torn Achilles. Man, I feel bad for that
guy
dude.
Cannot get a break,
he can't catch a break, man.
And like,
and he was playing well, too.
Yeah, he was, man. And, when we were doing our fantasy draft, I forgot who drafted him, man. Oh, you did?
Josh got him.
And Josh said, I know it's a matter of time. But he even said it himself, man. He's like, I know it's just a matter of time.
But the first game after playing that well is crazy.
And this is last year.
Mm-hmm.
He won't be on that team next year.
Man.
No. He didn't get a new contract or nothing now.
Or maybe he goes to XFL,
He
man.
played like 8 games in the last 3 years, man.
Oh man. I feel sorry for that guy. All right, man. Moving on. Let's go to another game right here. We have the Bengals at the Browns. Final score 3-24. Browns overcame and dominated this game. Bengals, what the hell were y'all at on this one, man? Very disappointing game. Let's go to some stats real quick. Passing. Let's go to Joe Burrow. He threw for 31, completed 14 for 82 yards. 82 yards. That's sick to my stomach, man. Deshaun Watson, he threw for 29, completed 16 for 154 yards. Top rusher, Bengals. Let's go to Mixon. Mixon, he carried the ball 13 times for 56 yards. For the Browns, your top rusher was Nick Chubb. 18 carries, 106 yards. Man, have a day, man. Receivers, let's go to the Bengals. Your top receiver was Jamar Chase. 5 catches, 39 yards. And your top receiver from the Browns was Elijah Moore with 7 catches. Three catches for 43 yards. Let's go to time of possession real quick. Time of possession, the Browns were 35 minutes. Let's call it 36, and the Bengals were 24. That's your final score. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Bengals look terrible. I don't know if it's got something to do with preseason reps or something, but they showed up to this game and just seemed like they were all out of sync.
This game looked like a preseason game.
Yeah, and the Browns, that defense showed up. Yeah. They did. They applied a lot of pressure to him, but that's still you Cincinnati Bengals. You know, a lot of people picking you in the big game this year, and you come out week 1, lay this kind of egg, and it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
So you're already behind the 8 ball in the toughest division right now, probably in the league. And then you get Baltimore next week. So, I don't know what's going on with them, man. I don't know. Contract or what it is, but Cincinnati got to get a lot better than this, man. I was disappointed. I'm not surprised that the Browns won, but the effort that they
performance,
exactly for the Bengals, man.
Yeah, man, it was disgusting. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
It was sloppy on both sides. It was just super sloppy for the Bengals, and the Bengals have a reputation for coming out week 1 looking like a couple duds. But Joe Burrow, hey. That was abysmal. 82 yards, 14 of 31, QBR of 20.4. That's like EJ Manuel numbers. That's bust numbers right there. Jamar Chase, 9 targets, 5 receptions. This is the one. T. Higgins, 8 targets, 0 receptions.
I know.
T. Higgins is healthy, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened. So, hopefully, I have faith that they're gonna bounce back. But it wasn't the game 1, especially after talking trash all week that they wanted.
Yeah. So, all right, all of us right here play fantasy football, man. You know how many fantasy points Joe Burrow got? No.
6.
Shit, that'd be an improvement.
4?
3, man.
3 points?
3 points.
82 yards.
3 points. Yeah. All right. Deshaun Watson had 21. Jesus, man. That's what I'm saying. Oh man, I feel bad for fantasy owners that drafted Joe Burrow.
He got paid.
Yeah, he got paid.
That being said, T. Higgins won't be there next year.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised they moved him down a year.
Yeah.
Maybe if they can.
Yeah. Because he's got to be super frustrated.
Oh yeah.
Knowing you're not going to get the contract.
Yep.
And the dud of a game that he had is frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, boys, ready to move on to the next game?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to the next game right here. We have the Jaguars at the Colts. Jaguars win this game 31-21. Real quick, let's go to some game leaders passing. Trevor Lawrence, he threw for 32, completed 24, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Anthony Richardson, he threw for 37, completed 24, 223 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushers, top rushers. Let's go to Travis Etienne. 18 carries, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. Have a day, man. Top rusher from the Colts, Anthony Richardson, with 10 carries, 40 yards, 1 touchdown. Top receiver was Calvin Ridley, 8 catches for 101 yards and 1 touchdown. Have a day, boy. And your top receiver from the Colts was Michael Pittman with 8 catches, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. Have a day, man. And time of possession, the Jaguars had 33 minutes and the Colts had 26. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
I gotta admit, Anthony Richardson, I was impressed.
Yeah.
He wasn't as bad as I thought he was gonna be. He kept that team in the game for a while. I've been bashing him for a while, but I gotta give it to him, man. He looked a lot better out there than I thought he was gonna look for that team to stick around like that. And of course, Calvin Ridley, he's already in mid-season form, man. He's ready to go. He's locked and loaded.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. But yeah. The youngster Bixby got in. ETN looks better than I thought he would too. So looks like Jacksonville is gonna be pretty tough this year to handle.
Yeah. You know what? For a second there, I thought the Colts were gonna go off and take this W, man.
Yeah.
But the Jaguars are more seasoned, more poised. That's why in the second half they just came and dominate the game, man. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, the Jaguars just have another gear.
Yeah.
They pressed it whenever it got close. Whenever the time came down to crunch time, they put their foot on the necks and say, "All right, we're done with this." But a team that's gonna contend in the playoffs should be able to do that against the Colts. But like you said, Anthony Richardson played well enough. Just the style of game got away from them because they're not going to be able to score 30. If 21 is probably the most. That's the range of most points they can get. Once the defense gives up over 20, 21 points, that game is over. So it's kind of just shows Jacksonville's the best team in this division, of course. And, they showed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all boys got any more in that game?
Yeah, Richardson, he got hurt, right? I think
Who?
he had to leave. He got hurt. I
Yeah.
hadn't heard anything about how bad his injury was. Hopefully, he'll be able to play again next week. He had to lead a game.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, he had to lead. Yep.
Oh, man.
He on the sack or he was running or something. He hit him.
I think it was a sack.
Yeah.
He just stayed down
Yeah.
for a long time. So
Oh, no. I really didn't know nothing about that. I wasn't watching that game. I was watching my team get destroyed. All right. Let's go to the next game, man. Let's go to the Buccaneers at the Vikings. Now, this is one of my disappointing games right here, man. Was not expecting this. But final score 20-17. Buccaneers came into Minnesota and put it down on the Vikings, man. Let's go to some team stats. Passing. Baker Mayfield, he threw for 34, completed 21, 173 yards with 2 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins, he threw for 44, completed 33, 344 yards with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Top rusher from the Buccaneers was White with 17 carries and 39 yards. And your top rusher from the Vikings was Madison with 11 carries with 34 yards, man. Jesus. And your top receivers from the Buccaneers was Mike Evans with 6 catches, 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Have a day, man. And your top receiver from the Vikings was Justin Jefferson with 9 catches, 150 yards, and no touchdowns. So that right there concludes the stats. And let's go to some time possession. The Buccaneers with 30 minutes and the Vikings with 29. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Kirk Cousins, man, he lost this game for them. He lost 2 fumbles.
Yeah.
And he threw interceptions. There's 3 turnovers on him alone.
Yeah.
300. Everybody gonna see the 344 passing yards, but
Mm-hmm.
that ain't the thing. The thing is, he turned the ball over to the other team 3 times to a team that they should have beat by 15 probably.
Yeah.
And at some point, I'm thinking Jefferson gonna be like, "Look here, guys, we got to do something about this quarterback. You know, he been riding under the radar all these years. Get me a quarterback in here. I'm tired of dealing with this dude. And my career just getting butted. I need a better quarterback. And so I don't be surprised, man, if Kirk Cousins get moved up out of there at some point. They got to. You know, Jefferson want to play with that, man.
Yeah.
He had a big game.
He did.
Yeah. And he's got turned over 3 times to the Buccaneers. And, of course, no running game for the Vikings.
Nope.
I bet they miss Cook already.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sure do. Jay, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, this is probably the most surprising of the games. One of the most surprising games this week. Kraft said it. Kirk Cousins. The script is out on him. He is what he is, and they just got to deal with what they're doing. When's his contract up?
This is last year.
I think it's it.
Now
He's doing 1 and 2 year deals, yeah.
This probably should be the last year he's in Minnesota. The stats look good, but you just don't get anything. You don't get the W's with the stats,
don't.
and that's surprising that Tampa Bay. We all thought Tampa would be top 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
Probably from now on they lose all the rest of the games, but at least in week 1 they came out and they competed with the overrated Vikings.
Yeah, man. All right, y'all boys got anything else in that game?
No, sir.
Yeah, disappointing
He
game.
lost to Baker Mayfield.
Lost to Baker Mayfield. Jesus, man. All right, let's go to DC's Titans at the Saints right here, man. Final score 15-16, man. Close game right here. I was expecting something higher than that, but let's go to some stats. Passing. Tannehill, he threw for 34, completed 16 for 198 yards, 0 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions to the Saints. Carr, he threw for 33, completed 23, 305 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And your top rushers was Derrick Henry, 15 carries for 63 yards. And your top rusher from the Saints was Jamal Williams for 18 carries, 45 yards. And your top receiver from the Titans was DeAndre Hopkins for 7 catches, 65 yards. And your top receiver from the Saints was Chris Olave with 8 catches for 112 yards. Not bad, man. Have a day. Let's go to some team stats right here. Time possession. The Titans were 31 minutes and the Saints were 28. DC, what are your thoughts in this game right here, man? How'd you feel about your Titans?
Oh, man. Secondary still the same. That's why you say Olave had a big game like that.
Yeah.
They only gave up 69 rushing yards. The Titans did to the same, but they let Derek Carr throw the ball all over the field, just like last year. And damn it, Ryan Tannehill.
Mm-hmm.
My God. When are these guys going to learn to stop picking on Marshawn Lattimore? You keep throwing that weak-ass fade to the sideline, man, and they just picking it off every single time. All them picks, he was throwing the ball to the sideline on the out. And, I mean, it was like he was throwing it to their guys. Yeah. They were just jumping right in front of him. I don't know if his arm then got weak or what, but they have no damn zip on that ball, man. And that's a problem to turn it off. Three times, like the defense played tough, man. For his run defense and the front seven, they played tough, man. I hate to see them lose like that, but that secondary still hot garbage. I don't know what it's going to take to fix it, but we got to do something. Yeah. And with that Tannehill situation, I don't know what it's going to take to fix that. But another game like that, you know, you're going to start getting the rumblings, and no doubt.
ADC, like, so, you know, you being a Titan fan, man, like, how do you feel your offense performed besides your quarterback?
The problem is D-Hop had 13 targets.
Yeah.
13 targets. Burks, 3 targets. Chig, 2 targets. So that lets me know you throw it to the same guy over and over again.
Yeah.
That's one part of the interceptions.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. You got other guys that can catch. Spread the thing around, man.
I mean, he didn't
He's-
he only target the tight end. I can't pronounce his
Chig,
name.
yes.
You know, he only targeted him twice. Man.
Yeah.
And that big old body.
And one time he got a pass interference. I don't know, man. He got to do something different.
Yeah,
Spread the ball around.
So, man, you can hear the frustration out of DC, man. Hey, Jay, so what are your thoughts on this game, man?
I need to go back and watch this. From what I was picking up, both offenses kind of struggled.
Yeah, man.
Carr didn't look that special. He just picked on the weakness of the Titans. And the 3 interceptions from Tannehill. That's the story.
Mm-hmm.
You lose by 1 point.
And he got sacked 3 times as well.
Yeah, you lose 1 point, give up 3 interceptions. That tells me that y'all there's a good chance of y'all winning that game. It was just given up by Tannehill and the offense. So I need to go back and watch that one. I missed that.
Yeah, man. Ooh, that one was tough right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, boys, got anything more? DC, you good, man?
I'm good.
All right, man. Let's go to another surprising game right here, man. Was not expecting this, man. I'm talking about the 49ers at the Steelers. Final score 30-7, man. Talking about the upset right here, man. Not even close, man. 49ers came in and beat the brakes out of the Steelers, man. All right, so let's go to some passing stats. Brock Purdy, he threw for 29, completed 19 for 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Kenny Pickett, he threw for 46, completed 31, 232 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. All right, top rusher was from the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey, 22 carries, 152 yards, and 1 touchdown. Have a day, man. Your top rusher from the Steelers was Najee Harris for 6 carries and 31 yards. Man, get that garbage out of here, man. Sheesh. All right, top receivers from the 49ers was Brandon Ayuk with 8 catches, 129 yards with 2 touchdowns. Have a day, my boy. And from the Steelers, your top receiver was Allen Robinson with 5 catches.
You know how bad they were playing.
And for 64 yards, man. So that right there is the stats for that. Let's go to time possessions. The 49ers had 38 minutes and the Steelers had 22. DC, what are your thoughts in this game, man?
Man, I'm looking at the 49ers and I'm looking at just balance all the way down, man. 188 rushing yards, 220 passing yards. Man, if you're going to have Brandon Ayuk coming out with games like that,
Man.
and and still got Debo and Kittle, man, they look like they're picking up right where they left off before he got hurt.
Yeah.
And that's one of the games I wanted to see how Purdy responded. Hey, he answered some questions.
He did.
He really did, because I wasn't expecting them to go in Pittsburgh and do that. And I'm right there. And Pittsburgh, I think that Najee Harris experience, it's about over.
Yeah.
Go on and move on from that. Cut your losses. Keep him, let the guy behind him get it. Because you got the guy, he's been struggling the last couple. He came out his rookie year, and he ain't been the same ever since for some reason, man.
Yeah, and and don't get me wrong, man. He was going up against the 49ers defense, man.
Yeah,
one of the top 3 defenses in this league, man. And I mean, but even with that, DC, you still not gonna give Najee Harris a cut?
How many yards you say he had?
He only had
31.
31.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not enough.
No, man.
No.
I need a little more.
Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, bro?
I gotta apologize to the 49ers. That they came out and knocked these clowns out pretty quickly. I still think Pittsburgh can do something, but out the gates they didn't show up. They were stuck in the locker room. Pickett was awful, and he was just inaccurate, shaky decision making. He looked like he saw ghosts.
Yep.
At one point in the game, it was 199 yards to 1. And that was in the second quarter. They had 1 yard going into the second quarter. Steelers didn't get a first down till after the 2-minute warning. And they were at home.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this it looked like varsity versus JV.
Nah, man, that's a freshman team.
Yeah, all right, freshman team. Because every play I saw, there were multiple Steelers on the ground. I've never seen this many just grown men pancake over and over again. Offense, defense, it didn't matter. Special teams, didn't matter. There was black jerseys laid out. Made Brock Purdy look like Steve Young. He was throwing on the run. Him and Ayuk this year is going to be amazing to watch. Ayuk is one of the most underrated receivers in the league. Yeah. But without TJ Watt, this would have got worse.
Yeah.
TJ Watt had 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. He recovered a fumble. If TJ Watt didn't play, this could have been 45 to 7, man. It's just I didn't expect Pittsburgh to lay an egg like that one.
Yeah, I mean, but Pittsburgh, like that defense, like that defense, like what, top 15 at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like they didn't show up yesterday like a top 15. Man.
Secondary.
Jeez, man, that's bad to see, man. Like, I know I picked the Steelers to win that game, man, but
same.
49ers shut me up again, man. All right, I guess Brock Purdy is the truth.
He's looking good, man.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
Yeah.
This is the perfect offense for him.
Yep. All right. Y'all boys ready to move on to the next game?
Yes.
All right. We got the Cardinals at the Commanders. Final score 16-20. Commanders win this game right here. Real quick, some stats. Josh Dobbs, he threw for 30, completed 21, 132 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Commander Samuel, he threw for 31, completed 19 for 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing, the Cardinals, James Conner, he threw for, he ran the ball 14 times, 62 yards. Commander Brian Robinson, he carried the ball 19 times for 59 yards. And your top receivers from the Cardinal was Ronald Moore for 3 catches, 33 yards. And from the Commanders, it was Curtis Samuel for 5 catches, 54 yards. And let's go to time possessions. Cardinals were 28 minutes, and the Commanders were 31. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Disappointing from the Washington standpoint. And I expect them to come out and just handle the Cardinals. Dotson and McLaurin, I would expect them to have a lot bigger days than they had with Sam Howell. So I guess, maybe the Cardinals act like they really want to win. Well, I wasn't expecting them to win nothing at all. But they came out and they tested them early and often. But either way, the Washington still got the win, but I'm not impressed with that one. Not at all. I was expecting it to be a lot bit better than that.
Yeah, same here. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Same thing. This was way too close of a victory for the Commanders. I thought they would handle business. Both teams probably aren't going to be that great this year. Well, we know the Cardinals are, but Washington doesn't seem like they're that great. Sam Howell, I thought he would have played a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, this is one of those kind of meaningless games. Washington got the win, but not in impressive fashion.
Yeah, like we could tell we're not that impressed with this game at all. Even the way we talk about it sounds depressing.
Both of the teams are kind of depressing.
Yeah, right.
that's a nothing. There's no future in that game at all.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next game then. We have the Packers at the Bears, man. Packers went to Chicago, beat the bricks out of the Bears, man. 38-20, man. Rogers who is basically what they're saying over there in Green Bay right now.
It looked like it.
Yeah, man. All right, so stats real quick. Passing, Jordan Love, he threw for 27, completed 15, 245 yards, 3 touchdowns, man. Have a day, man. Not bad. Justin Fields, man, he threw for 37, completed 24, 216 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and top of that, he got sacked 4 times. Your top rusher from the Packers was Aaron Jones. He carried the ball 9 times for 41 yards and 1 touchdown. Have a day. Your top rusher from the Bears was Justin Fields, man, as well. 9 carries for 59 yards. Top receiver from the Packers was also Aaron Jones, man. 2 catches for 86 yards and 1 touchdown. And then your top receiver from the Bears was Darren Mooney for 7 catches for 4 catches for 53 yards and 1 touchdown. Time of possession, the Packers had 29 minutes while the Bears had 30, man. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
I was a little disappointed in the Bears, actually. I figured Fields would have played a little bit better the game. The 4 sacks. Once again, I wasn't expecting them to get hit that many times. But, of course, Green Bay's got one of those defenses with a lot of first-round picks on it.
Right.
So, but I was expecting a little bit more out of Fields. And of course, Chicago's defense is just they spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's not showing up yet.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, I'm going to give Love some props, man. I really am. He looked pretty good, even though a lot of his yardage came from running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A couple of big screens. But overall, I think he did okay, man. He didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Jay, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Jordan Love looked like a quarterback who was under the tutelage of Aaron Rodgers. Couple of releases, he looked like Baby Rodgers out there. Back shoulder pass, sidearm throws. I like what I saw from Jordan Love. He might be the real deal. He might be able to take them, take over as the leader in that team for a long time. But for Chicago, I ain't see no difference. There's a lot of hype coming out. They got DJ Moore, 2 targets.
That's it. Disappointing.
He could have. He didn't have to show up for that.
No.
Offensive line still looks like a wet paper bag. They completely dominated that O-line. And Justin Fields looked the same. Decision making wise, accuracy wise, I didn't see much improvement. If y'all saw any improvement, let me know. But he looked the exact same to me. Some of those picks were that pick to the linebacker was terrible. He didn't look him off at all. He stared straight at the receiver. High schoolers could have made that interception, to be honest. It looked like Green Bay still owns Chicago.
Yeah.
And that looked like Aaron Rodgers in his prime against Chicago all them years. So, none changed.
Yeah.
His best receiver didn't even play. Watson didn't even play.
Yeah.
Well, was he hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hamstring. A lot of that going around. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, y'all boys ready for the next game?
Yep.
All right, we have the Raiders at the Broncos, man. Final score 17-16. Raiders win this one right here. Game leaders, let's go to passing. Jimmy G, man, he threw for 26, completed 20, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Russell Wilson, he threw for 34, completed 27, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. Top rusher from the Raiders was Josh Jacobs. He carried the ball 19 times for 48 yards, man. Come on. You got to do better. From the Broncos, top rusher was Javonte Williams for 13 carries for 52 yards. And your top receiver from the Raiders was Jacoby Myers for 9 catches, 81 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Man, have a day, man. And your top receiver from the Broncos was Corn Sun for 4 catches, 32 yards, and 1 touchdown. And real quick, let's go to some time of possession. The Raiders were 28 minutes, and the Broncos were 32. DC, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
The Broncos, talking about underwhelming. I'm trying to see what their identity is going to be. Is it going to be a run team or a pass team? You got outpassed by Jimmy G, and he only threw for 200 yards. Granted, Russ threw 2 touchdowns, but I'm trying to figure out what the hell they're trying to do in Denver to lose this game to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Javonte, 13 carries, but he had a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
But overall, I don't know if the defense will what. But I want to see what the identity of this Broncos offense is going to be. Because if this is it,
they're in trouble.
They're in trouble. They're in trouble this first game. You lose it to the Raiders, team that's supposed to be the bottom feeder in your division. And they're the only team in the division with a win now. They're in first place by themselves. Ain't that something? Yeah. We'll see though.
Jay, man, what are your thoughts on this game, man?
Yeah, if this is the best they can do, still gonna be a long year for the Broncos. Maybe when they get Jerry Jeudy back healthy, they can get more offensive explosion. But it's tough seeing a Sean Payton, Russell Wilson led team just so inept. 177 yards passing in a full game at home against the Raiders is that's concerning. I'm glad Garoppolo got up. 4 minutes in, looked like he was going to have another Garoppolo type season where call him Mr. Blue Tent because he got hit and immediately went to the sidelines. But he came back in. Pretty decent game for him, but underwhelming game altogether.
Yeah. Man, y'all saw that hit that one of the receivers took from the Raiders that like knocked them out.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty tough, man.
Yeah, that was rough. Football is a dangerous sport, man.
Wow. Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah. All right, y'all boys got any more on this game?
No.
On the Raiders? No. All right, let's go move on to the next game, man. We have the Eagles at the Patriots. 25-20, man. Eagles went into New England. Took care of business, man. Real quick, some team stats. Let's go with Jalen Hurts. He threw for 33, completed 22, 170 yards, 1 touchdown. And on the Patriots side, Mac Jones, he threw for 54, completed 35 for 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, man. And then on the top rusher from the Eagles side, we had Gainwell. He carried the ball 14 times for 54 yards. Not bad, man. And for the Patriots, we have Stevenson. He carried the ball for 12 times, 25 yards. Not bad. And also Ezekiel Elliott, man, he carried the ball for 7 times and for 29 yards.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to the Philadelphia Eagles at the New England Patriots. Final score 25-20. Kind of close, surprising game. Let's go to the box score. Leading passer was Jalen Hurts, 22 of 33, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. Mac Jones, 35 of 54, 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing yards, Kenneth Gainwell, 14 carries, 54 yards. Surprising that Zeke got so much run to me. Ezekiel Elliott has 7 carries, 29 yards. A.J. Brown, 7 receptions, 79 yards. And for the Patriots, Kendrick Bourne, 6 receptions, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the team stats, let's go. I think turnovers. 2 turnovers for New England, 1 turnover for Philadelphia. Time of possession 30 minutes and 48 seconds for the Eagles, and 29 minutes and 12 seconds for New England. How'd you think about this game? Did you follow this game, Kraft?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Jalen Hurts got outplayed by Mac Jones.
Yeah.
When you look at the numbers and everything, man. And I was expecting the Eagles to go in and do a lot better job, but I guess Belichick had something up his sleeve. But if it wasn't for that pick six,
Yeah.
the Eagle, that Slay, man, this would have been a different game. I mean, every time you think the Eagles are about to put them away, they do something just to get back in the gun. He got hurt, he fumbled it.
Yeah.
I know the weather conditions wasn't the best, but man, I was expecting a lot better showing from Hurts and the Eagles. And he's one of the guys I want to see you do it again.
Yeah.
Well, that performance right there was pretty lackluster for me. I was not expecting. I was expecting a lot better from Hurts and the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. Me personally, man, like Mac Jones threw for 54 times, man. Only completed 35.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. I mean, I get it, man, but like with those conditions, man, they should have ran the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
I get it, man. Like in the first half, man, the Eagles were 16-0.
Yep. They hopped out on him.
Yep.
Yeah, so like I guess they were trying to play catch up from there, man. But the Eagles defense, man, that was very impressive, man. Very impressive, man. Like and also the Patriots, man, they're like in the end right there, they had many opportunities to win in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they did, man. So I'm very surprised that the Eagles barely came up on this one, because I feel like in the second half, Eagles didn't even show up anymore, man. Yeah. Oh, well, how about you, Jay? What are your thoughts on this game?
Well, it's kind of crazy. I think Philadelphia's game plan might have been basic. Watching their offense, didn't impress me at all. I didn't see any wrinkles. I didn't see anything new. I think they just came in with the game plan of we have Hurts, we have AJ Brown, and we have a dominant offense, and that's the only thing we're gonna go after. Bill O'Brien actually called a heck of a game after that. After they're down 16 points for the Patriots, it was just surprising. I thought they were gonna run away with this game, but the Patriots stuck around. Like you said, they had opportunities to win the game in the end. Mac Jones just held the ball a couple times where it's like third down, get the ball out, save yourself from a sack, and he just couldn't do it. Philly didn't impress me, to be honest. New England, their game plan was solid. Get the ball out quick, and get it to your playmakers in space. Philly, I think they just ran it back, and they're just counting on talent. The scheme didn't impress me. The defense they were dominant early, but they still got the ball moved on them. But they came away with the W on the road, so you can't take that away from them. But I think there's another level they could have reached that I don't think they hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. Y'all boys want to move on to the next game?
Yep.
All right, man. Jay, you got this one?
Yeah, I got you.
All
Let's go to the Dolphins-Chargers.
Okay.
This was the game of the week. I think this is the one everybody was kind of looking forward to. Tua, for the game leaders, Tua went off.
Yeah.
28 of 45, 466 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Herbert didn't do too shabby. 23 of 33, 228 yards, 1 touchdown. Leading rusher, Raheem Mostert, 10 carries, 37 yards, 1 touchdown. That's a 3.7 yard per clip. Got to do better than that. But the steady Eddie, Austin Eckler, 16 carries, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. But this is it right here. Tyreek Hill, the man, the cheetah, 11 receptions, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, 44.5 points in fantasy for me. He won a lot of people fantasy this week. Keenan Allen, top receiver for the Chargers, 6 receptions, 76 yards. Team stats, let's go to first downs. They both had 30 first downs achieved. Total plays 65 for the Dolphins, 76 for the Chargers. Turnovers. 2 turnovers for the Dolphins. 0 turnovers for the Chargers. Chargers actually won the time of possession 32 minutes 41 seconds to 27 minutes and 19 seconds. That Tua Tyreek Hill matchup or that partnership right there is scary.
Yeah.
Tyreek had 15 targets. And he's just explosive. He might be the most unguardable weapon in the league for a while. I know Justin Jefferson's the best receiver, but I'll lose sleep if I have to guard Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Kraft, what you think about your boy?
It's a good game to watch, man. And when we talked a couple of weeks ago, we talked about a dark horse MVP. That's why I think Tua.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a couple of more games like this with those receivers, man. Cheetah, like he's unguardable. He said he can put up 2,000 yards or whatever. He just might do that this year.
Yeah.
He just might. I would not be surprised at all.
It's a good start.
Yeah. And I'm expecting him to do this multiple times this year as far as Tua throwing for 400 yards. But Waddle had 78 yards. You know, but as long as Tua can keep doing that, man, they're gonna be scary, man. They're gonna be real scary in the division.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Jeez, man, Tyreek Hill, man, balled out, man. Great performance. Also, I'm not taking anything away also from the Chargers, man. Chargers were hanging in there, man. Every time they'll score, the Chargers right there just complimenting each other, man. This right here was a nice game. Man, by the stats of it, man, total yardage, Miami had 536, while the Chargers had 433, man. And, in time of possession, that right there, Chargers had 32, and then the offense had 27. Nice content game, man. Very, very, very well. But that right there puts, Miami at the number 1 spot right now in that division until we know who the outcome between Buffalo and New York with the Jets. And so, yeah, man, that was a nice game right there for sure.
I was shocked that the Chargers ran the ball 40 times.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins only ran it 20 times. I would think with the OC, I think they would have been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah.
But they ran the ball 40 times, and they were still in that game. So the offense looked a little more balanced as far as the total yards on passing and receiving.
So the Dolphins got 536 yards total offense. Brandon Staley's a defensive coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the head coach of the team. And the number one thing we keep saying about the Chargers year after year is the defense don't show up. He knew the monsters he was playing against. It didn't look like adjustments were made. This is just another one of them Chargers games. Chargers always seemingly in the game, can't make it in the end. So it was back and forth game. They killed the over-under. They said that was 50 points. They killed that.
Yeah.
Right now, that's the game of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Heck yeah.
Did we talk about Rams Seahawks yet?
Nope.
All right, well.
That's the next one.
Now this could be the most disappointing game. Rams go to Seattle and bludgeon the Seahawks 30-13. It looked like Seahawks didn't want to show up that game. Let's start with the passing yards. Matt Stafford, 24 of 38, 334 yards. No interception, no touchdowns without Cooper Kupp. Geno Smith, look like old Geno, 16 of 26.
Just Geno.
Just Geno, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing yards, Kyron Williams, 15 carries, 52 yards, 2 touchdowns. Who saw that? Nobody. Kenneth Walker, 12 carries, 64 yards. Receiving. Tutu Atwell had a good game.
Who?
Tutu Atwell, but the number one receiver, Puka Nakua, Nakua, 10 receptions, 119 yards.
You mean Puta?
10 receptions, 119 yards. And then for the Seahawks, DK Metcalf, 3 receptions, 47 yards and a touchdown on five targets. I mean, he scored his touchdown, which saved him, but 3 receptions. Tyler Lockett got a concussion in this game, so he went out. But overall, the Rams dominated. Time of possession, 39 minutes and 23 seconds to 20 minutes and 37 seconds. Geno might have turned into a pumpkin. And that's the only thing.
The Cinderella story is over now.
Yeah, he might have turned. He might revert it because the play calling was so crazy. Total plays ran for the Rams of 78 plays to 46 plays. That seems like a college stats. You see a college total yards 426 to 180.
180 Seahawks? Jesus, man.
In Seattle.
That's crazy.
So I'm speechless. I don't know what happened. I got to go back and watch this game, but this was more lopsided than I thought just by looking at the score.
Like, I feel like I just got depression. I just got depression right now, man.
Yeah,
looking at this, man. I was not expecting the Rams to show up and go to Seattle, which everybody knows that Seattle is one of those places that they give opponents, a tough time to play against. But, man, it's like the Rams went in there, made themselves at home, and said, nah, we got this today, man. You mean to tell me they went up there to put 30 points and Seattle only put 13?
And they cruised to victory.
Yeah. Jeez, man. And top of that, Jay, you said that they put 426 total yardage over there, and Seattle only 180 at home?
Yeah.
My God, man. DC, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Unbelievable, man. All these skilled players Seattle got, and that's all the yards they can muster up to a team that most people thought they were going to be a fire sale before the season over. They come up in your house and run you down. And Geno, 112 yards. I don't know. I don't know what Pete Carroll's doing. I don't know if it's play calling or what was going on, but there's no way that they shouldn't have beat these guys by 2 touchdowns, man. I don't know.
Sad.
I definitely need to go back because Tutu Atwell, Puka Nakua, what happened to Tyreek Whelan?
Yeah.
What happened to Witherspoon?
Yeah, Witherspoon, I don't think he played this week.
He didn't play. Okay, because
Yeah.
there ain't no reason two relative no-names. Cooper Kupp didn't play. So 2 relative no-name receivers dominated this secondary. And I was thinking Seattle was one of the most improved teams.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's crazy because in the power rankings, I think a lot of people had them 3rd in the NFC. They had them over Dallas. They had them right under San Fran. And I picked them to win the division. So
me too.
We'll have to. I need to go watch this game to really get a sense of what happened.
Yeah.
But it was total domination by a kind of a weak squad in LA. Maybe it's just one of the divisional game things. But man,
that was pretty bad, man. Really bad. Ooh.
Did y'all see the viral clip Geno Smith when he saw Aaron Donald rushing up the middle.
Oh, and so he just threw the ball.
He threw the ball, but he was like, "Oh my Lord!" Like they caught that on the the audio from that. But yeah, that was surprising. I definitely have to go back and watch this game, man. That was surprising. So all the day games we went over those.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the show.
Sunday night football.
Sunday night football, terrible game.
Yeah.
Terrible
boring
game.
game.
For some people it had to be boring. For me, Josh, my dad, all the Cowboys Nation, that was a great show. It was comedy at its best. So if you don't know, Dallas went into New York. Cowboys against Giants, 40-0.
Say it one more time.
Yes, 40 to 0-0. Dak Prescott threw 13 of 24, 143 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Daniel Jones, 15 of 28, 104 yards, 2 interceptions. He did a lot of running that game. Rushing yards, Tony Pollard, 14 carries, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 12 carries, 51 yards receiving. CeeDee Lamb, 4 receptions, 77 yards. Darren Waller, 3 receptions, 36 yards. The notable thing is the win probability analytics metric went to 100% for the Cowboys really quickly.
Yeah, it did.
There was no chance in the game. Time of possession was actually won by New York, 33-28.
That's the only thing they won.
That's the only thing they won. They had more plays, but that's because it was so dominant that Dallas didn't even need to run offensive plays. Their defense was their offense. So, guys, y'all watched at least a little bit of it. My question to y'all is, what happened? Why do you think the Giants just were blown off the ball like they were?
DC, you want to get this one first?
I'm going back and forth if they were just underprepared or just Dallas was just that dominant because they scored on special teams and they scored on defense. But man, 40-0 in your home stadium, a division game, that's got to be unacceptable, you know. So I'm still stuck in the middle. Like, man, is Dallas defense that good, or the Giants just unprepared or really that bad?
Yeah,
because it was hard to tell, but it looked like Dallas just world beaters.
And also the weather played a big factor. I guess the Giants, you know, they don't want to get wet, man. But it was raining really bad, man. But man, the Cowboys. Imagine if it wasn't raining, how many points more they would have scored if it wasn't raining. Yeah,
it affected both offenses.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Dak really didn't do much, and he didn't have to do much, to be honest.
No.
My favorite stat of the whole game is Daniel Jones reached a 4-year, $160 million extension, making him a top 10 paid quarterback. He got $82 million fully guaranteed. That's my favorite stat because I would love to see him do this over and over again. Yeah. Dude, 0 touchdowns. He had an 8.4 QBR. 8.4. That the Cowboys defense that's real.
Yeah, it is.
Once you get to 3rd and 7, 2nd and 9, once we know you have to pass, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over. Your best thing you can do is just run. And in the past, you had Trayvon Diggs on one side, and you could pick on Anthony Brown on the other side. You can't do that no more. The cornerback 2 is better than the cornerback one, in my opinion. Stephon Gilmore totally changes this defense. Because last year, you a lot of teams shied away from Trayvon. They just threw deep balls over and over to Anthony Brown or the other cornerback, Deron Bland. Having Stephon Gilmore shut down the other side of the field, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
We got great safeties. Linebackers still need work, but they're using safeties as linebackers. There's so much speed on the field that once you get behind the chains, it's nothing you can do. Michael Parsons was a monster. The whole defensive line was incredible. It's just, I don't know how many times Daniel Jones was actually hit. He was hit maybe 20 times. That's not a real stat, but it felt like every time he had to either run or get sacked. He took 7 sacks, but he was hit way more than that. And for some reason, they kept him in the game till the last drive. So what do the Giants do from here? What do you think, Kraft?
They got to go back to the drawing board. Got to find out identity, man, because that was terrible.
It was, man.
I know the Cowboys defense was great, but man, they got to find something that's going to work. They went out and got a tight end. Of course, Saquon got his money.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones got his money. And they still looking like this, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They like I said, I expected the Commanders to replace them this year and in the playoffs. And they on this road already, looks like.
Yeah.
So Dallas defense, one defense / special team, one block field goal, return for a touchdown. Pick 6, turn for a touchdown. 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 7 sacks. They dominated. And the funny part is they had at least 2 sacks that were called back because of penalty. So Daniel Jones really was touched a crazy amount of times.
A lot.
According to The Athletic, no team has in a season has ever lost 40-0, been sacked 7 times, lost a turnover battle 3 times, had a blocked field goal return for a touchdown, and threw a pick 6 in one season. The Giants did that in one game.
Yeah.
All that stuff happened in one game. It was a nightmare. Daniel Jones, he's got to be sore. He's got to be shivering in his bed. Yeah. Like that was a total domination.
Yeah, man, that right there was a great performance for the Cowboys, man. Both sides, especially the defense and special teams. The Giants should have 6 points at least, but the field goal kicker missed 2 of them for sure, and it was just a bad day for the Giants, man. But the Cowboys are happy, and and they're over there laughing at the Giants, man.
Yeah,
that's another road victory, man. That's huge.
Yeah, divisional.
Yeah. And so at least for 1 week, all the haters gotta shut up. Y'all,
all the haters gotta shut up, and y'all gotta hear the Cowboys.
Yep.
Talking. Hey, man, but that's a great win for y'all, man. A great win right there.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that for y'all, man.
And I appreciate it. And if you went against the Cowboys defense, I'm sorry. In fantasy,
how many points?
36, something like that. I got to pull it up because I had him in the league, and
did you start him?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
of course. They went off 35 points for the defense. Outscored every quarterback. Yeah. Except Tua. So, it was a great showing. I had fun watching it. Yeah. The whole family got together. We had a great time. So
yeah, man. Like by halftime, like I was already in bed. Yeah, man.
You should have been.
Yeah, I was in bed. I was like, "Yep, it's a wrap."
It sounded like Collinsworth wanted to go to bed too. He was. They were done. The announcers had nothing to say. they were just making up stuff. They
Yeah.
they were just going to segments like,
Yeah.
what else? What else can we do?
Yeah. Exactly. All right, man. Congratulations on that win, Jerron.
Uh,
Josh, like I know y'all boys are happy on
Oh,
that
yeah.
one, man.
That was a big win.
That was a big
great.
win on prime time, divisional game. 0 points, man. Mm-mm.
Absolutely. So, y'all want to talk about tonight? Buffalo goes back to New Jersey, plays the New York Jets tonight, 7:15 p.m.
Prime time,
Central,
Monday Night Football.
Football.
Yeah, man.
Matchup predictor says it's a 57.6 chance that the Bills win. What y'all got? What do y'all think?
DC, you want to take this one first, man?
I'm going the other way. Thinking the Jets gonna win it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they'd had Von Miller on the Bills defense, I'd have felt a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the Jets offensive line ain't the best. And I know Von Miller would have taken advantage of that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets. I feel like Rodgers and Wilson's gonna come out and do some big things tonight.
Yeah.
Respecting that.
Me, I'm gonna stick with the Bills, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna take the safe bet. I don't know what type of Rodgers we're gonna get or how's he clicking with that offense. So I'm gonna take the Bills with the upset on this one, man.
I kind of feel the same way. Buffalo, I think they go in, they dominate. Kraft, there's 3 questionable players for tonight's game on the Jets side, and it's gonna be a theme. Mekhi Becton, Dwayne Brown, both questionable tonight. They both play on the offensive line. You still like that? You still like it?
Yeah, Von Miller I would have went there. Von Miller was playing. I'd have went the other way.
Okay.
I know he would have took advantage of it.
Yeah.
So you saying Dwayne Brown, the left tackle?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Mekhi Becton, both questionable. I think they end up playing, but they're on the injury report, so that tells me to be wary. But on the picks, I picked the Buffalo. You got a score?
Man, if it depends on the weather. So how's the weather looking like over there? Because because they're playing in New York, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 70. Gonna be 76.
So clear skies. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put it maybe at 28 or 20. Buffalo wins.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thinking Jets 27-24.
Okay. Close game.
Oh, close game. I'm taking the Buffalo 31-21.
Man, you talking about shutout?
Yeah, I think
it's a blowout right there.
I think they coming with it. Josh Allen has something to prove, and if he doesn't, it's starting to criticize time.
I think Sauce gonna get him one time tonight.
Oh, definitely. I think
yeah.
Sauce gonna get him. And that Jets defense ain't nothing to play around with, but we shall see.
Yeah. All right, y'all boys want to go to the picks?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Y'all ready? All right, cool. Let's jump into it, man. Thursday Night Football primetime game. This is the Eagles home opener right here. Vikings at the Eagles. Eagles are the favorite to win this one by 7.5 points. You know what? I'm gonna take the Eagles on this one. Yes, sir. Jay.
I wish I could, but yeah, I'm taking the Eagles.
DC.
The Eagles. Hell, Kirk Cousins turned it over 3 times to the Bucks. They don't tell how many times they're gonna turn it over to the Eagles.
Yeah. All right. Next game we have the Colts at the Texans. This is the Texans home opener as well. Texans are favored to win this one by 1 point, man. You know what? Give me the Texans on this one, man. Just because Richardson got hurt, right? And I feel like this right here is gonna be a good game for the Texans for home opener. Give me the Texans. Jay.
Sorry, Fredo. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Oh.
Depending on how bad the injury is for Richardson, I think he shows up, but he showed me that he can move the ball. So I got some faith that the Colts are gonna do their thing.
Okay. Yeah. DC, who you got, man?
I'm going with the Colts.
Yeah.
If Richardson plays, I'm going to go take the Colts.
Okay.
But if Minshew plays, I'm probably going to take the Texans.
Okay. All right. Other game right here. Packers at Falcons. The lineup is even on this one. I don't know why, but I'll take the Packers, man.
Give me the Packers.
Yeah,
Why that?
Even.
yeah, it's even. I don't know why, man.
Man, I didn't go on that. That's
Yeah, I might need
funny.
to.
That's something funny about that.
Vegas has a lot of faith in Arthur Smith, I guess. Well, really, it's in Atlanta, so they're saying the Packers are 3 points better, I guess.
I guess so.
I'm gonna take the Packers.
Yeah.
I have faith in Jordan Love. One thing to keep your eye on, though, Aaron Jones had a hamstring
I seen
thing
that, yeah.
pop
Blowed
up,
up, yeah.
so maybe that's why the numbers like that. But I still take the Packers.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, next.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. Go.
Next game, Raiders at the Bills. This is the Bills home opener right here. Bills are favored to win this one by 9.5 points, and I'll take that, man.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah, let me take the Bills.
Yeah.
Bills plus points is right.
Yeah. All right, and then next game we have the Ravens at the Bengals. Bengals are favored to this one by 3.5 points. I don't know, man. What I saw from the Bengals last week. I mean, yesterday. Give me the Ravens, man, just to be safe.
I think the Bengals bounce back. They always look terrible week one.
Yeah.
3-point favorites at home. And they can't go 0-2 in the division. They're gonna throw everything at it. T. Higgins is gonna have a big game.
I hope so.
He's definitely gonna have a big game this week. So I'll go Bengals.
Yeah.
I'm going to Bengals too, just because, like you said, you can't go down 0-2 in the division.
No,
No.
not this early.
No.
I hope not. All right, next game, Seahawks at the Lions. Lions are favored to win this one by 5.5 points. You know what, man? Give me the Lions, man. I'll take the Lions.
What I'm gonna say is I don't know. After seeing what the Seattle did,
Yeah.
Normally I would have picked Seattle, but the Lions, I got to go with them. I'm surprised they're 5.5 point favorites though.
Is that too much or?
That's
too much.
That's too much.
Too much.
Yeah. So Lions.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the points on Seattle.
Do you see?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I'm giving one last chance. Too much talent for them to play the way they did
Man,
last
but-
week, man.
Man, but Lions is a better team than the Rams, though.
I mean,
I would say so. Yeah.
some may say the Seahawks is a better team than the Lions.
Yeah.
You know,
Man, but they didn't do nothing at home.
well, they did. But I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. All right. Chargers at the Titans. Chargers are favored to win this one by 3.5 points. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers on this one, man. Jay?
Yeah, DC. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but the Chargers, unless Charger, they should
Yeah.
win this game.
Yeah, Chargers, man. Anybody you play daily fantasy,
Yeah.
you make sure you go pick up Justin Herbert
Mm-hmm.
and all of the receivers.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you're gonna have a big day.
All right. The Bears at the Buccaneers. On this one right here, man, give me the Bears, man. I'm not too sold on the Buccaneers yet.
Read off that line. What is the line on it?
The line. The Buccaneers are favored to win this one by 3 points, man.
You picked who?
The Bears.
Oh man, that's another one. That's tough. These are the
Yeah.
same team to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers, man. Yeah, the Chicago have to show me something.
They're going to show you this game right here, man.
For DJ Moore to only have 2 targets
Yeah.
after being the prize offseason acquisition, they're gonna have to show me before I pick them.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Bears.
Bears?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, next game. Chiefs at the Jaguars. And the Chiefs are favored to win this one by 2.5 points. This is a toss-up, man. Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs, man. Give me the Chiefs.
Does Kelsey play?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We wouldn't know
That's
yet.
the only thing. I'm gonna go Jaguars
Jags?
in the upset.
I don't know what the under over is, but I'm taking the
Oh,
over in this game.
Oh, what's it called? Like the Chiefs are favored to win this one by 2.5 points.
No,
What's the total? What's
the total.
on the game?
Oh,
You got the total on
oh, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna.
Oh, over and under,
Yeah.
51 points.
I'm taking probably over on this
Yeah, 51 points.
one. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Jags. Man.
Jags.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I take the Jags, and the Chiefs are gonna have to make a late season run. It looks like because unless something changes in that wide receiver room, the Jags are a better team.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I just can't go against Mahomes right now, man.
Yeah.
Like I just can't give him that loss right now. You know.
Yeah,
I can't go against him because that one loss. You know. So yeah, Chiefs on me. All right. The 49ers at the Rams. 49ers are favored to win this one by 8.5 points, and the over and under is 44. So that being said, give me the 49ers, man, easy.
Yeah, same 49ers in the under on that. It's not getting a 44. It's going to be a demolishing all over again.
Yeah. All right, next game, Giants at the Cardinals. Giants are favored to win this one by 4.5 points. Call me crazy, man, but I'm going to take the Cardinals on this one.
Ooh, that's a pick right there.
Good job.
I go Giants. They have to do something.
Yeah. All right, next game, Jets at the Cowboys. I don't know, man. Rodgers owned the Cowboys, man. But it's not the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Man, give me the Cowboys, man. Cowboys, a person of win. Yeah, Cowboys all day.
Yeah, I'm going Cowboys. That Jets O-line is atrocious,
Mhm.
and we saw what happened against the Giants. So,
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Then we have the Commanders at the Broncos. Denver's favored to win this one by 3.5 points. Yeah, I'll take Denver, man. Come back with a win.
yeah, same.
Give me the Commander.
Yeah. All right. And next game right here, we Sunday Night Football. Dolphins at the Patriots. I don't know why the Dolphins only favored by 2.5 points, man. But give me the Dolphins, man. I'll take the Dolphins on that one, man.
I'm with you, Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. And then we have 2 Monday Night Football games.
Huh.
Yeah. So the Saints at the Panthers. Give me the Saints on this one right here. And Saints are favored to win this one by 3 points. Yeah, give me the Saints on this one. I'll take the Saints.
Yeah, I'm going Saints.
And then also the second Monday night game, Browns at the Steelers. Browns are favored to win this one by 1.5. I'll take the Browns as well, man.
I'm going to go Steelers. I still believe in them. I believe in them enough.
I think the Steelers bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Steelers.
Damn. All right. So that right there concludes the picks right there, man. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my picks in right now, and don't touch them because that's how I messed up last week.
Yeah, rethinking, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Thinking about it too much. All right, y'all boys got anything else more, man?
No, not really.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man. All right. Let's lock this. Let's wrap up the show before
See, your boy Bosa got paid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I saw that Bosa got what was that contract about?
Big.
Let me see.
5 years, one.
It makes you think, Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, you your time is coming up. Somebody's gonna pay that man that.
Yeah. So so for sure, J.K. Dobbins he's out for the season.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
With that, man, and yeah. Let's see what else.
There were lots of hamstrings this weekend.
Yeah.
Like you say, Aaron Jones, Devontae. I mean, the Steelers receiver.
Yeah, Deontay
Johnson.
And then of course Cooper Kupp already.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith for the Cowboys hamstring.
You
So
hate those, man. You just never know.
I was reading that this happens every year, that injuries kind of mount up,
Yeah.
and by week 4 they should settle down. But for a lot of teams, that season's over by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it really the best team with health is probably going to be the best team at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So do you guys think some of these guys that didn't play any preseason at all, is it having an effect on them now? Like as far as
Yeah.
chemistry?
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say that with the Ravens, most of their starters didn't even play. Man, it showed yesterday. Like yesterday, it looked like a preseason game to them. But luckily, they were going against a rookie quarterback, rookie head coach, rookie offensive coordinator.
I think Cincinnati was another one of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, with Burrow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, that's all I got. I hope we see some more of Gibbs coming back this week. I hope we see more of Pierce. Pierce didn't really get as much run.
Nah, man. His offensive line's all banged up.
Yeah, but
we'll see what's up, man. All right, gentlemen, let's wrap up the show today, man. Hey, thank you for tuning in to this Shield Football Podcast, man. If you haven't, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like, comment below, man. Any questions y'all got, man, we welcome it. But please share and subscribe to the channel, man. But other than that, guys, I appreciate it for tuning in, and and see y'all boys next week 2.
Definitely.
Yes,
Enjoy the game tonight.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks, guys. Later. Did we hit 2 hours? I say 2 hours.